Hi everyone, you're here sewing with Cody and Pete, and today's video we are going over another product that I use every single day that I absolutely love, well, every single day that I get to sew, and that is a pincushion. It's not just any ordinary pincushion, and you'll see why. So before we take a closer look, if you do enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, check out our merchant shop, because some of the proceeds from the merchandise sold from there go and help support the channel. So let's take a closer look and see why this pincushion is my favorite pincushion ever. So this just isn't any ordinary pincushion. It's a magnetic pincushion, but again, it's not just any ordinary magnetic pincushion. I've used many different magnetic pincushions over the years, and even in recent times, and they're just not all the same. There's one that was advertised that was really neat that we saw at the Houston Quilt Market many years ago. It was called the Zirkle. It's this very large square magnetic pincushion, and it's neat in theory for sure, because when you drop your pins on the top, they scatter around. I've got a picture, and they scatter around, and they're along the edge. The downside to this is, one, it's very large, especially when the pins are around it. Also, when I'm working, I just throw my pins over on my pin cushion, and with that particular pin cushion, it's not the edge, so the heads of the pins aren't always going to be along the edge. The points could be along the edge. So then now you've got a hazard. You've got this fairly large square pin cushion, and then with the needles, the pins poking out, it's even bigger, so it makes it difficult to pick up. It's just not very useful, especially if you're traveling or if you kind of have to pick up your sewing area, because in the living room, it's in the dining room, or somewhere where you don't have the luxury of having a sewing room dedicated where you just shut the door and leave everything kind of in place. That particular Zirkle pincushion is one of my least favorite. It's definitely my least favorite magnetic pincushions, because the size, and it's the pins. If you don't drop them with the points down, the points are going to poke out, which are it's not very conducive. You can see my picture. I've had other ones like the Circle pincushions. Those are fairly nice, because they arrange the pins in a nice fashion so you can easily pick them up. Well, what I'm not crazy about that when it's traveling, it doesn't travel well if you go into classes or retreats, or you have to pick up your stuff, because it's all open. So pins can get knocked off, or they can go, it's just better than the other one, but not my favorite. So what makes this one my favorite magnetic pin cushion, and so let me back up, this is the Clover magnetic pin caddy. So Clover, all their products are top-notch, very high quality products, from their needles to their crochet hooks to their knitting needles, and all their sewing and quilting notions for sure. A lot of my products that I show happen to be Clover, and I get zero endorsements from Clover, because I'm not doing this for the endorsements. I'm doing this to share what I feel that I have come across are some of the best products out there for what we're using, and things that I use on a regular basis. It's not just, oh, it's a really good product, but who's going to use it? Or no one's going to use it, or it gets used not very often. This is something I use all the time. And so I find over the years, because we've been selling these for a while, is every once in a while they come in different colors. I think I've seen them in green. Mine happens to be pink that I use. Not that's my favorite color at all. It's just that's the only one that they had at the time. And like these that we're carrying now are kind of like a burgundy color. So what's nice about these is there's a cover. There's a nice, very well fitted cover that snaps onto the main pin cushion. So that's the first thing I like. The second thing I like is that there's a divot in the center, so it makes it easy for me to grab whatever pin I need. The other thing that I absolutely like is the size. It's not super big. I don't need a giant pin cushion taking up all my space. I don't have that much space to sew with. So a lot of times when I'm sewing, like I'm working with my shirts and everything, I'm taking off the pin and I'm just throwing it. And the magnet here is quite powerful, that it can pick up a pin. It can pick up a pin from around the pin cushion, and it throws it or pulls it into the center of the pin cushion, and it arranges them horizontally. They're not just all over the place. So that's something that's very nice. So I can just throw my pin on there, and no matter where it's at in that bubble, in that magnetic pull, and it pulls it directly and lays it perfectly horizontal with the pin cushion. So all of these things make it a wonderful pin cushion. And then whenever you're traveling, going to retreat, or cleaning up, this just snaps on and it protects the pins completely. A wonderful, wonderful product. I can't give it any more praise. But that's pretty much it. I mean, it is just a pin cushion. But it's a very nice pin cushion. If you're looking for something that's decent, or to replace an old style pin cushion or one that just isn't working for you, this is a perfect pin cushion, the Clover Magnet Pin Caddy. But that's pretty much it. There's not much to say about a pin cushion, but the ones you may find just may be different colors. And that's just what they have. So when we order, they send us whatever color. We don't really have the option to choose our colors, which makes it kind of fun that they change up the color. All right, well, that's it. Remember, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, check out the merchant shop, and see if there's something there that you can't live without. And some of the proceeds from those products go to help support these videos and bring them to you. All right, as always, remember, happy sewing.